Good morning, Zeo here. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should go ahead and do so now. Like the video, all that good stuff. And today we're going to go back to the world of, what is it we were talking about again? Oh yeah, Phantasy Star Online 2. For whatever reason, I keep wanting to say Persona. Don't ask me why. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? But last week we talked about Phantasy Star Online. Still saying it. Anyway, and if I can find out what it was, it's gonna, or find out what the little thing that I said last time. Anyway, so last week we talked about this botched launch and was theorizing, you know, that maybe Windows Store had gosh, what is it, some kind of upper limit or something, which was causing a lot of issues and things. And anyway, we were going to talk about this right here, where Sega apologizes for the botched Phantasy Star Online 2 launch. And of course, my buddy D-Pad Chad, link in the description down below, of course, also fed me some information real quick, sent me a link to something else that kind of confirmed what we talked about. So here Sega is apologizing for the botched Phantasy Star Online. Turns out that, you know, I made a correction on Sunday, or I mentioned it on the Sunday video, where it turns out there was an exclusivity deal in place with Microsoft, which meant it went to Xbox, and then a little bit later it went to the Microsoft Store, of all things. But yeah, it was a horrible launch. Still having issues. Anyway, but Sega is well aware of the issue. Microsoft, of course, has gotten off their tail to finally start fixing the issue, because it's mostly their fault. And I'll explain why. But 2 days into the disastrous launch of Phantasy Star Online, Sega finally releases a statement and apology as far as we can see. The ones sent to Facebook and Twitter are identical, and neither will help people actually affected by the crippling installation issues we covered yesterday. Well, technically we covered it Friday. I don't know. This was written the 29th. Anyway, I have no idea what day the 29th was. Hello, ARCs. We want to reassure you that the hashtag Persona2NA team is paying close attention to all your comments from social media and across the web. We are working closely with Microsoft to reach a solution to the issue you have experienced during the game's launch on Windows 10. We deeply apologize for the inconvenience and the negative experience some of you have had while trying to download and install the game. Please know that we are working hard to solve these problems. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. That was me just dying. I'm gonna cut that out. Anyway, we are working closely with Microsoft to reach a solution to the issue you have experienced during the game's launch on Windows 10. We deeply apologize for the inconvenience and the negative experience some of you have had when trying to download and install the game. Please know that we are working hard to solve these problems and that we appreciate your patience. We will release additional announcements and notices soon. Please stay tuned to our official website and social media accounts for further updates. But yeah, they're well aware that there are issues. There's things afoot. You know, people are having issues. By the way, quick fix. If you are having an issue where it won't want to download, check, make sure Windows 10 is up to date. That's apparently one of the quicker fixes, because a lot of people apparently are running out of date Windows. They just hadn't updated yet or hadn't gotten around to it. And Phantasy Star Online 2 just will not do without the proper update. So that's the thing. This, of course, is what D-pad sent me. Windows 10 issue report, download and installation, which has got some information here for people to, go through and try to fix it on their own if the mega thread was no help. Surprisingly enough, earlier today, by the way, I had an issue too. But yeah, I had an issue. Apparently my game decided it was going to freeze up and force shut down. So that was a thing. And then it wouldn't restart. I checked, all the stuff. I checked what was it called? See if it was still powered up and just sort of in some kind of loop or whatnot. Wasn't powered on. I shut down the computer, reset it, tried looking for corruption in the files with some other tools. Couldn't find anything wrong with it. Wound up trying to delete the dang thing. By the way, apparently it also acted like it didn't want to delete, which was just peachy. And then finally did clear it from my system, reinstalled, and I've been having a good time. So, I too have been facing some of these issues. Not sure what caused that entire mess up of it and why it refused to boot up afterwards, but couldn't fix it either. I wound up reinstalling it. But this thing here will have some information for you if you would like to go take a look. But what I'm kind of really interested in is up here at the top, because before I said a thing. It's almost like too many people are on the store trying to download it, which causes the page and everything else to fail because it can't handle the load, like it's not designed for that when it's... Anyway, so I was right. I was totally right about that thing, which is cool. I love it when I'm right about it. But greeting ARCs, in this article we will address the issues some of you have been experiencing downloading. We're currently receiving inquiries, blah blah blah, codes, yada yada. The errors occur when downloading Phantasy Star Online 2 from the Microsoft Store. No shit. Maybe it's because you went with Microsoft. That was probably your first and last mistake. Anyway, please try the following actions, which could solve your problem. Update the Microsoft Store app. And also my update Windows, by the way. Please wait and try to download at a later time. Access to the Microsoft Store might be exceeding its capacity. Who does that? So I theorized, right, that maybe there was a capacity and everybody bombarding the system was enough to overload it, and it just didn't want to work, right? Kind of like almost like a DDoS attack, all right? Almost like a DDoS attack, but it was just like the Microsoft Store could not handle it. Turns out it can't. It really can't. They put a limit to how many people who can apparently access the dang thing or the page or whatever at a time. I don't know. Microsoft. Come on. Who does that? Anyway, I found that just so hilarious. Thank you, Console, for sending that info to me, because this is just great. It made my day. If this issue persists, select Windows key F, and then it goes through all this. This, of course, will be linked down in the description below if you want to take a look at that and join me on Ship 3. We can play some Persona together. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will talk to you later. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, smash that like button, and always subscribe for more. And of course, there are other videos floating around somewhere on the screen, so click one of those and see if you can find something that suits your fancy. Till then, I'll see you later. Bye.